Welcome to PGTV News. Here are our top stories. Polk State College expands services. Find out where and how this benefits students.
Do you remember your favorite teacher? Do you have good memories of school? If so, we have a very cool story about how teachers leave a lifelong impact on students.
Hello and welcome to PGTV News. I'm Stephen Bunce.
And I'm Lauren Lingell. Thank you for tuning in. Polk State College will now offer afternoon, evening, and weekend courses at Ridge Community High School. Unlike dual enrollment, where students can take college courses at their high school, this partnership offers college courses for adults seeking their AA degrees. Polk State is expanding its course offerings in Northeast Polk with hopes to make higher education more accessible for residents. Starting this fall, the college will offer 9 classes, including literature, composition, math, psychology, and world religion courses. Classes at Ridge will begin September 17th and run for 12 weeks. Students may submit an online application at www.polk.edu.
The city of Winter Haven has officially renamed a portion of Avenue T Northeast to Martin Luther King Boulevard. A dedication ceremony was held on Monday, August 13th, where the community celebrated near the Winter Haven Recreational and Cultural Center.
Florida Southern College has been recognized once again in the Princeton Review's College Guidebook. For the 9th consecutive year, FSC was included in the best 384 colleges. The college, known for its Frank Lloyd Wright architecture, was recognized in 2 top 20 lists this year, including Most Beautiful Campus and Most Religious Students. This year, the college was ranked number 9 for the most beautiful campus in America. It was ranked number 1 for 2 consecutive years back in 2011 and 2012. As for the most religious students category, FSC ranked number 19, proving that spiritual growth is just one of many areas FSC students thrive in. College President Ann Kerr spoke about the ranking, saying, "I'm pleased that the Princeton Review has once again placed us in such elite company."
Well, in Lakeland, there are 2 police canines that now have bullet and stab protective vests as a result of a donation from a nonprofit organization called Vested Interest in Canines. The dogs named Vested Interest in Canines, that's clever. The dogs named Smoke and Blizzard now have protective vests sponsored by Linda S. Gordon of Coconut Grove. The vests are embroidered in memory of Michael S. Gordon. For more information on the organization or to make a donation, call 508-824-6978 or visit www.vik9s.org.
That's so cute.
That is cool.
And super awesome. It's a great way to, to honor someone and protect another canine.
I was intrigued by this story as well. So I went to the website, found out it costs about $950 if you want to just purchase the vest.
Oh, wow.
Make a full donation. But if you're not ready to shell out that kind of money, you can always put some money towards a vest. Mm-hmm. And I think donations can go as low as $25, which is a great way to make an investment in your community.
I mean, they're protecting us.
Our
Why
little
not?
4-legged friends.
Yeah. Residents and businesses served by Lakeland Electric will soon see an increase in their utility bills. City commissioners recently gave the okay, resulting in an increase from 3% to 3.25%. Now residential users will pay an increased flat fee of $11 instead of $9.50. Per kilowatt hour rates will also increase, which will affect 14,000 business customers who pay rates based on their demand for power. General service businesses like coffee shops and hair salons will experience an increase of 19.3%. In other Lakeland news, city commissioners have approved 55-foot-tall multifamily buildings to be allowed on properties between I-4 and the Polk Parkway. This approval came after residents in the Dixieland area objected to multi-story buildings next to bungalows in those historic neighborhoods. And I can obviously see why.
Yeah.
Being that I'm a resident of that, the charm that is Lakeland.
I too used to live in the Dixieland neighborhood, and it has a very old, historic charm to it. So it'll be interesting to see how that community develops. They say if you ever want to test a new relationship, shop at IKEA together and you'll find out what you're really made of.
I don't want to try it.
But you know, one of the great things here is that IKEA, the popular furniture store, is now opening a customer distribution center in Lakeland. The goal of this new warehouse is to fulfill more online orders with the Central Florida area. Lars Peterson, the company's president of U.S. operations, said the new distribution center in Lakeland provides the opportunity to optimize customer accessibility in the Southeast and allows the company to continue meeting the home furnishing needs of its customers. The warehouse will be located off Allen K. Breed Highway and plans to employ about 200 people. The new distribution center is scheduled to open early next year.
Well, that will certainly be a welcomed addition to Lakeland.
Now you don't have to go to IKEA and try to fit that box into your car that doesn't really fit. You can just order it
Hopefully that's
online and get it shipped quickly.
Hopefully that's how it will work. That would be very nice.
Well, it's now time for our business tip for the week. Here is Benicia Frazier.
This is Benicia Frazier with your quick business tip, here to answer all of your business-related questions. Here's a budget-friendly way to solidifying your presence on social media networks while tackling virtually every aspect of your social media marketing, from content to advertising. With the proliferation of social media networks, businesses are more likely to invest in these channels, incorporating full-blown strategies to maximizing their opportunity to reach new leads. But not everyone has the time or budget available to devote to content development to ensure they are maximizing every opportunity. So let's focus on social media tools small businesses can utilize that are free and provide for the opportunity to organize a marketing campaign. So let's begin with my personal favorite, Buffer. Buffer is an easier way to manage your social media marketing through the provision of scheduled posts, performance analysis, and the management of all of your most important social media accounts. What I like most about Buffer is that it's extremely user-friendly. You have the ability to manage all of your social media accounts from a single dashboard. Businesses have access to the free account, which provides for the management of 3 social media profiles and provides 10 scheduled posts per profile. Simple, easy, and free. If you're a fan of Twitter, TweetDeck may be just the tool for you and your business. For all of my Twitter-savvy users, you have the ability to transform those same skills into custom marketing exposure for your small business. TweetDeck offers advanced and helpful Twitter functionalities that include custom timelines, Twitter lists, searches, and team accounts, allowing you to enlist additional users and shave hours off your social media management. Most importantly, it's absolutely free. Lastly, if you're like me and you're not the best at graphic design, Canva is for you. With Canva, it is simple to make beautiful designs and documents for more than 1,000 layouts and templates. The website is fairly simple to navigate, but the best part is that you have access to thousands of free materials you can utilize for all of your marketing needs. I hope you've enjoyed today's quick business tip. As always, feel free to visit our website at www.polk-county.net and select Community and Small Business Assistance. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
We have to take a quick break, but when we return, you'll hear about how one Florida Southern College educator is studying the impact teachers have on students.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?
Welcome back to PGTV News. We recently had a chance to speak with Dr. Julie Hassan about her research project. Dr. Hassan is studying the impact teachers have on students. Some of these impacts may be short-lived, but some last a lifetime. Here is Sharon McCullough with more about this story.
Has a teacher impacted your life? Do you have good memories? For many people, a teacher's influence has a lasting impact. Here is Dr. Julie Hassan to tell us more about her research on the impact that teachers can have on their students' lives.
I went out and talked to strangers, people from age 18 to 80, with one basic question: tell me about a teacher who made an impact on you. And I started to collect stories, and sometimes they were stories that made you cry, made you laugh, always tied to a really strong, clear memory. And I realized this wasn't just a research project, that I needed to share these stories with teachers to convince them that they do make a difference. And also with people who've been in schools, because I think anytime we hear a story about something we've experienced, we connect to each other, and a story is a way to build a community.
After hearing so many different stories, Dr. Hassan tells us about one individual story that stood out to her.
I talked to a man, he's about age 70, and he's a military veteran and a career firefighter. So this really tough guy. And I sat down next to him and said, tell me about a teacher you remember. And this really tough man started to cry. And he said when he was growing up in Chicago, he didn't have a lot. He grew up in a family that wasn't very stable. So when he went to school, he felt different than other kids. You know, his clothes weren't ironed and they weren't new, and he was hungry a lot of the time. So this third grade teacher would invite him over after school and feed him snacks. And one day she sent him home with a package, and it was 3 new school shirts. And he said that those small gestures made him feel worthy and special, and that really impacted the way he saw himself for the rest of his life.
After years of school, many of us go off into the real world and begin a professional career. Some of us go back and say thank you to our teachers for the impact that they have had on our lives.
You know, teachers talk about the kids who after years come back and see them and say thank you for the difference you made in my life, but I think in most cases we don't take the time to do that. I know my first grade teacher and I reconnected because I became her principal. So we had a few years together, and I got to go visit Miss Russell's classroom and watch her with kids, and it brought back so many memories for me. But I don't think we all have the opportunity to reconnect with a favorite teacher, or the opportunity to find that teacher who made an impact and tell them what they did for us.
Dr. Hassan will continue her research at Florida Southern and hopes it can help both teachers and students in the future.
So at Florida Southern, we are doing 2 things. We're preparing teachers, but we're also doing research to impact the field. And I think if we know what teachers do that makes an impact on kids, we can pass that information on to them, and they can do more of it. So they can increase their impact, and that really is our mission, to help teachers do better for kids.
It warms my heart to know that there's a study out there for that, because I mean, throughout the course of, you know, middle school, high school, college, I have always had a teacher or an instructor that has just been, you know, they've really come through for me or really helped me through something. Yeah. And so it's no surprise.
So for you, was it mostly high school teachers, or was it some college and high school? How does
mostly high school, and I think that's probably because that's when we're most impressionable.
Formative years.
But even I had this one 3rd grade teacher who was just amazing, and yeah. So and then like 2 great teachers in high school. So I've been very lucky. So interesting.
Well, I can see Neil Duncan over there itching to give us the sports report. So take it away, Neil.
Hey, thanks guys. I want to remind everyone to check out the PGTV listings for weekly airings of Sports Central. When you tune in, you'll see a full hour of featured guests, athlete spotlights, and so much more. You can also tune into the radio version of Sports Central, Talk 96.7 or Talk 1430 WLKF every Tuesday morning from 7 to 8 a.m. and every Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. Now let's get to your Polk County sports news. Well, the Lakeland Flying Tigers currently trail Clearwater by 4 games in the Florida State League North Division. The Tigers are in the middle of a 7-game homestand that started August 13th and runs through August 19th. Make sure to support the team at Publix Field at Joker Marston Stadium as they make a final push for the playoffs. Not too many games left on that schedule, so go to LakelandFlyingTigers.com today to get those tickets so you can cheer the Tigers on to the playoffs. Well, college football is right around the corner, with 3 of our Polk County college football teams kicking off their seasons on Saturday, August 25th. Warner University and Weber International University will be on the road. They head up to Kentucky, both of them, for that opening game. And then Southeastern University will get a home game on August 25th against University of the Cumberlands. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. We wish all 3 teams a good luck this season for fantastic finishes. As always, go to visitcentralflorida.org or centralfloridasports.com for a full list of great events going on here in Polk County. Now back to my favorite anchors in the world. Back to you guys.
Thank you for the sports report, Neil, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in.
Remember to tune in again next week for another installment of PGTV News. We'll see you next time.